All right, so you sent a bunch of articles and notes about AI in filmmaking. We're going to deep dive into how AI is using classic filmmaking techniques to create videos,
Hmm.
camera angles, movements, all that stuff that makes movies visually interesting. And get this, understanding these techniques helps you appreciate both classic films
Right.
and the crazy things AI is doing these days.
Yeah, it really is fascinating, this blend of old and new. We're seeing techniques filmmakers have used for decades, like plano sequencia, zoom,
Mhm.
and tilt.
Plano sequencia, that sounds fancy. Break it down. What does it even mean?
Well, plano sequencia, or the one-shot technique, is all about filming a scene
Okay.
in one continuous take, no cuts,
Yeah.
like a choreographed dance between the camera and actors.
Hmm.
In traditional filmmaking, it takes incredible skill to pull that off.
Mm-hmm.
But AI is starting to master this,
Wow.
coordinating all the elements, characters, backgrounds, movements
Right.
to create that seamless flow.
Okay, so instead of editing a bunch of short clips together,
Yeah.
it's like one long, uninterrupted shot. I can see how that would be immersive,
Yeah.
but how does AI do that? It seems really complex.
It's definitely a huge
Yeah.
technical challenge.
Yeah,
AI needs to handle motion capture to record the actor's movements,
right.
3D modeling to create realistic environments,
Okay.
and real-time rendering to put it all together flawlessly.
Wow, so it's not just pointing a camera and hitting record. AI is like a virtual cinematographer making decisions about how to move the camera and frame the shots.
Exactly. Think about Birdman, famous for its long takes that made you feel right there in the chaos. AI could use this same technique
Yeah.
to draw viewers into a story, whether it's in a city or on an alien planet.
Okay, starting to get how AI is putting its own spin on this classic technique. Now let's talk zoom. I feel like everyone understands zoom, right?
Yeah,
You zoom in to get a closer look, zoom out to see the bigger picture.
you're right. It's familiar. But in filmmaking, zoom is more than magnifying. It's about guiding the viewer's attention, creating visual interest, and even building suspense.
Hmm.
AI can now mimic these techniques,
Right.
seamlessly zooming in on a character's face to show emotion,
Oh.
or zooming out to show the vastness of a landscape.
So, like Jaws, that slow zoom on the swimmer made everyone terrified. AI could use that to ramp up tension.
Precisely. Or imagine a character lost in a forest.
Hmm.
AI could use a slow zoom out to reveal how alone they are.
Okay, that makes sense. It's like AI is learning to speak the language of film using visual cues to communicate.
Yeah,
Now, what about tilt? That's the camera moving up and down, right?
that's right. And while it seems subtle, tilt can have a huge impact on how we see scene. Think about it.
Okay,
When we're impressed, we tilt our heads up. Feeling sad, we might tilt down.
right.
AI can use these physical cues to evoke specific emotions in viewers.
So if AI wants to make us feel the grandeur of a skyscraper, it might use a slow tilt up.
Exactly. Or a character feeling vulnerable. AI could use a slow tilt down,
Got it.
maybe focusing on their feet as they walk away.
Yeah. It's amazing how these simple techniques create such powerful effects. AI is really starting to understand visual storytelling.
It is. And what's even more impressive is that AI is not just copying what human filmmakers have done.
Oh,
It's starting to experiment in new and innovative ways.
okay. Now I'm really curious to see how this all comes together in actual AI-generated videos.
So that's what we'll be exploring in the next part of our deep dive. Get ready to see some amazing examples of AI filmmaking in action.
All right, last time we really dug into those classic filmmaking techniques, plano sequencia, zoom, and tilt. You explained how AI is using them to create some impressive videos.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready for the magic. What kind of stuff is AI actually producing with these techniques?
Well, let's start with virtual production. Have you ever seen those behind-the-scenes clips
Yeah.
with actors in front of giant green screens?
Oh, yeah, totally. They add in all the backgrounds and special effects later.
Exactly. But now, AI-powered virtual production means those backgrounds are generated in real time. So instead of a green screen, actors are surrounded by a dynamic environment.
So it's like they're actually in the world they're supposed to be in, not just pretending.
That's the idea.
Yeah.
It makes their performances more believable
Right.
and opens up creative possibilities for filmmakers.
Hmm.
Imagine filming a chase through a futuristic city,
Okay.
buildings and vehicles reacting to the actors' movements in real time.
That's incredible. And that's where plano sequencia comes in, right?
Absolutely.
This long, unbroken shot weaving through this virtual world, making us feel like we're in the action.
AI is making it possible to create these complex and immersive scenes.
Yeah.
That would have been almost impossible to film in the real world.
Mm.
Remember Birdman and its long takes.
Mm.
AI could take that to a whole new level.
Okay, so AI is handling the virtual world, but
Right.
what about the characters?
Mm,
Can AI actually create realistic-looking people too?
it absolutely can. And not just realistic looking,
Great.
but characters that move and express themselves in such lifelike ways. We're seeing AI generate characters with detailed facial expressions,
Right.
subtle body language.
Okay.
Even the way their clothes move is amazingly realistic.
So it's not just about creating a pretty face, it's about making those faces convey emotions we connect with.
Precisely. And that's where zoom and tilt come in.
Right.
Imagine an AI character giving a heartfelt monologue.
Hmm.
The AI could use a slow zoom on their face to emphasize the emotion in their eyes,
Yeah.
drawing the viewer deeper into the performance.
Or a character feeling lost and alone. AI could use a slow tilt down, focus on their shuffling feet,
Right.
emphasizing their despair. It's like AI is using the camera to speak to us emotionally.
That's a great way to put it. AI is starting to understand filmmaking isn't just what we see,
Right.
but how those images make us feel.
It's honestly mind-blowing. And we were talking about animation earlier.
Yeah.
How is AI changing things up in that world?
Well, think about traditional animation. Every
Yeah.
frame drawn by hand, it's so time-consuming and expensive. But now, AI can generate those frames automatically,
Wow.
creating characters and creatures that move with a fluidity and realism we've never seen before.
So we're talking about more than just those simple cartoon characters.
Oh, absolutely. We're talking realistic fur and feathers,
Okay.
muscles that flex and ripple, eyes that sparkle. And those subtle camera movements, like a tilt of the head or a quick zoom,
Hmm.
they all add to the realism.
It sounds like AI is pushing the boundaries in animation.
Yeah.
But with all this AI taking over filmmaking,
Mm,
does this mean human directors and cinematographers are out of a job?
that's a question a lot of people are asking,
Right.
but I don't think it's that simple. Remember, AI is a tool,
Okay.
a powerful tool,
Mm-hmm.
but still a tool.
So it's more about AI and humans working together.
Exactly. AI as a partner, not a replacement.
Mm.
AI can handle the technical stuff,
Right.
freeing up human filmmakers to focus on the creative aspects of storytelling.
Like developing characters and dialogue.
Exactly. AI might create a realistic virtual world or a character that moves with grace,
Okay.
but humans breathe life into those creations, give them a soul.
That makes sense. AI might be able to create those visuals, but it's up to humans to make them feel real.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Mm-hmm.
The human touch at the heart of great storytelling.
So we've talked about AI creating virtual worlds, generating characters, and revolutionizing animation.
Right.
Is there anything else AI is doing in filmmaking that's blowing your mind?
You know, what fascinates me is personalized content.
Hmm.
What if you could watch a movie where the story adapts to your choices?
Okay.
The characters respond to your emotions,
Yeah.
and the camera angles emphasize what interests you most.
Wait, personalized movies? That sounds like science fiction.
It might sound futuristic, but it's closer than you think.
Really?
We're going to dive into that in the next part of our deep dive. Get ready for a glimpse into the future,
Okay.
where AI tailors the experience just for you.
Okay. Personalized movies, I'm all ears. Last time you talked about AI tailoring the viewing experience to each viewer.
Yeah.
It sounds amazing, but how would that even work?
Well, think about all the data we generate every day. Streaming services use that data to recommend movies.
Right, like how Netflix always seems to know I'm in the mood for a cheesy rom-com.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now imagine taking that personalization further. Instead of just suggestions, AI could shape the content
Really?
based on your preferences, your habits, even your mood.
So instead of choosing from pre-made movies, it's like AI is directing a movie just for me.
In a way, yeah. Let's say you love fast-paced action thrillers.
Okay.
AI could analyze your choices and create a movie for those preferences.
Wow.
Amp up the action, add plot twists, even tailor the music.
That's wild. Oh, but what if I'm not always in the mood for the same thing?
Right.
What if I want to be surprised?
That's where AI's learning comes in.
Mm.
It's not just about more of the same. It's understanding your preferences and expanding your horizons.
Okay, so it's like having a film concierge.
Yeah.
Knows my taste, but pushes me to try new things.
That's a great analogy. Remember those filmmaking techniques? Plano sequencia, zoom, tilt. Those could be used to personalize the experience.
Okay, give me an example.
Sure. Let's say there's a tense scene, the protagonist sneaking through an alley.
Hmm.
If you love close-ups, the AI might zoom in on the character's face, show every detail.
Yeah.
But if you prefer wider views to spot clues or details,
Right.
then the AI might pan across the alley, using tilt to reveal the environment.
Wow, it's like the AI is reading my mind. But wouldn't this personalization mess with the director's vision?
Yeah, that's a good question. But it's about collaboration, not control.
Yeah,
The director creates the building blocks, characters, setting, plot.
right.
AI arranges those blocks in different ways, a unique experience for each person.
So the director is composing a symphony,
Yeah,
AI is conducting the orchestra.
that's a beautiful way to put it. And this collaboration could lead to groundbreaking storytelling.
Absolutely.
Imagine every movie being a unique experience.
It sounds almost too good to be true. Is this level of personalization really possible?
We're not quite there yet,
Okay,
but getting closer. AI is advancing so quickly. Look at music and art generation.
true. I've heard AI music that sounds just like human composers, and the AI paintings are amazing.
Exactly. So AI will revolutionize filmmaking. It's just a matter of time. And when it does,
Yeah.
it'll change how we watch movies and experience stories.
This whole deep dive has been amazing. From classic techniques to personalized movies, my head is spinning.
Haha, it is a lot to take in.
In a good way, of course.
Definitely an exciting time for film and AI. As we wrap up, I'd like to leave you with this thought. If AI can personalize movies to our preferences,
Yeah.
could it also personalize them to our emotional needs?
Whoa, you're talking about movies that help us process emotions, heal from trauma?
Exactly, a fascinating possibility. AI could create stories that are both entertaining and therapeutic.
That's incredible. It's like AI could become a storytelling therapist,
It really could.
guiding us through film. Maybe one day therapists will prescribe movies.
That's a thought-provoking image. But one thing's for sure, the future of filmmaking is wide open thanks to AI. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep your eyes peeled for those amazing AI-powered stories.
Absolutely. Well said. This has been another fascinating deep dive. Until next time.